We've been doing a lot of prep work for our next podcast, so this is like the off season.
The off season is us getting on live and doing weird things, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're officially live. Welcome. I'm Safriana.
I'm Ikenna.
And we're co-founders of Living Luna, which is a brand founded on uplifting the others and just being our authentic selves. And today I'm so pumped because I have been comfort watching slime videos on YouTube as I wind down in the evening for a couple of months now. And the other night I was finally like, I'm doing it. I am getting my own slimes. I'm making it happen. And so I finally got them. I got them from Momo Slimes, and I haven't touched them until this moment. So we're going to do some authentic live reacts and just have fun. And if you end up seeing us, join in. Play with us.
A full sensory experience.
Yeah, okay. So this is Vaslime.
I love the pun.
The hydrating jelly slime Aloe Fresh.
Yep.
And I'm gonna play with it. So
Can you smell it first?
yes, have a sensory experience. So
Ooh.
I think this one was supposed to be like eucalyptus and aloe.
It reminds me of those aloe drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've never had an aloe drink, it's quite tasty.
Yeah, like it has a sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I'm touching it now. Oh boy. Okay, so let's angle down here for a moment for the big slime reveal.
The slime. Oh. Glorp. Glorp.
I'm hoping it's gonna work on this mat and not. Oh.
Ooh. Slap.
Slap.
Whoa.
Hello and welcome to whoever just joined us live. We are doing some sensory play. I just got these Momo Slimes. So I've never had a slime before since I was a little kid and like we made them in school. All right, you touch it.
Oh, it's cold.
It's very cold. You're welcome to put it down here.
It's so interesting how cold it is.
It feels like ice in our
I wasn't
hands.
expecting it to be cold.
So apparently when you play with slimes, you're supposed to kind of keep them, they're supposed to keep them cold because otherwise they sort of melt. Look at you're like, ugh.
It's like, you can play in the midst of the disgust.
Yeah, sometimes
the fun.
that's what play's about.
It just smells so good.
It does smell really good.
Like I want to stuff it up my nose.
I don't think that would go so well, but
It's so good.
it's okay. This is a nice, simple, basic slime.
Well, usually when
Pleased.
we watch them, they like the slime videos that's in the container. That's what I like to watch. Usually, like like just
Back and beautiful.
Yes, I love the fart sounds of slime.
I mean, that's letting the inner child out, right? Like,
I love working with kid clients because they always like, especially when they're in the midst of like learning about the body and they're like, fart and poop and pee and vomit are like the most hilarious things ever.
so I'm just gonna give you this guy, and you can keep playing while I get into the next one.
I mean, I'm here for it.
I don't know which one I want to do next, though.
Mm.
So, if you don't know, both of us have backgrounds as therapists. Ike's currently a therapist and specializes in play therapy with kids. I am no longer practicing, but I loved play therapy. I didn't really work with kids, but I actually worked with adults in play therapy, and it's so important to have these moments of play and joy and lightness for yourself. So clearly I've chosen. I had to get this slime. There's a story here because this one is Karoshifa's Breakfast. This is one of Momo Slime's like Studio Ghibli themed ones, and this is themed after Calcifer in Howl's Moving Castle. That was a sacral response.
It was.
I'm a sacral responder in human design, so that was a genuine response there. Anyway, in Howl's Moving Castle, there's a little character named Calcifer. And Calcifer is this fire, a magical fire, who actually keeps the moving castle going. Yeah, of course. And I'm here for these responses.
This is like
Look how...
peach.
Yes, it's mango and passion fruit. There's these little breakfast pieces that came with this to put into the slime, and these little tiny fires. I can't even hold it up.
Because of your nails.
My giant nails. Little tiny fires. I know my camera doesn't want to focus on that, but Calcifer is this beautiful, adorable little guy, and he's just
The
this little
little
fire
guy.
guy, fire with a face.
I got the egg.
And he gets forgotten a lot, and it's very sad. And I resonate with him a lot because natural number nines, like myself, often feel misunderstood, or all the work that we do, like we're like little ducks pedaling under the surface, and people don't see that. So I really resonate with Calcifer as being the one who kind of keeps the house together, even though people don't always see that. So we're gonna assemble this one. This is a assembly slime.
Oh, it's so cute.
I know. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this with my phone, I think, because it's too cute. So we've got these a little bacon and a little egg, and now these little fires. All these little Calcifer fire pieces. And then we've got this, I'm assuming this is activated charcoal. Now, my only complaint about this, like, I know the slimes are something I can keep using forever, pretty much, and you can reconstitute them and treat them, you know, and let them last for a long time. But of course, I'm not a big fan of plastic, so I'm like trying to figure out how I can repurpose the plastic that it came in. Oh, this is messy. This is not going according to plan, and that's okay, because I'll just pick it up on the mat.
Mess is okay.
Mess is okay in play, especially. All right, we've got these cute little boop, 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 boop. Look how adorable.
That's so cute. Oh my gosh.
So cute. And now we're gonna try and pour it out, I guess.
Yeah. Look at the camera, not at me.
How could I not look at you, though?
I know.
All right, so let's see how this one is. This mango. This mango passion fruit. Look how
solid.
the bacon has fallen out. The egg is on the ground, but all right, we're just gonna go in.
Or,
Oh boy.
oh boy. Sensory experience.
Oh, it's also cold. It doesn't feel as ice-like. The other one had a really
Icy, yeah.
icy texture. Oh, this is cool. I can like see my handprint in the
Ooh.
gloss.
Yeah.
So this one has, get up all this activated charcoal. It has crunchy bits in it, which is fun. I'm just in awe. I can't even speak. Look how fun all these pieces in here too.
That's literally so cute.
So fun.
Ooh, I like the translucence of it. Yeah. Wee.
So, you know, sensory play is about using your senses to engage in the moment, and can be so much fun to just slow down and be with things. I like how the little egg, like, you can't tell the color anymore because the orange is just so prominent.
I think the thing too is, like, a lot of times we are in this place of feeling like once we see it with our five senses once, like, we know it, and therefore we don't need to experience it anymore. But it's like, if we shift the mindset into, like, you can have the experiences over and over again. Like, which is so interesting because there are some experiences that we want to experience over and over again, but it's almost like we were shamed about certain experiences that we feel like it's unproductive to experience them again.
Right. And play is definitely one of those things that society has sort of shamed us away from. Like, play isn't productive, it's not making money, it's whatever. Oh my goodness. That was fun. So, again, I don't really have anywhere to compare the slime to, like, texturally, to know... Oh, warp. Like, to know if this is stickier or anything like that more than any other slime. But I love the texture of this one. And the smell is pretty darn good. We have another camera over here. For the up close and personal action there. It's just so pretty.
It's not really like it's out of focus, but I wanted to put it as close to the microphone as possible.
Well, the two I've saved for last here are the real ASMR ones.
Ooh, are
these
the crunchy ones?
Yes, these are more just the regular slimes, and I think that the translucent is super pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and these smell. This one smells so good.
I wouldn't eat this piece, but I know that would be bad.
That would be very bad. Yes, please don't eat the slime.
Sorry. I got in trouble in chemistry class because I licked things.
That surprises me not at all. Not at all. So yes, if you're just dropping into this while we're in the middle of live streaming this, we're just having some sensory play with these slimes that I got. I've never gotten slimes before, and I'm delighted. Now that everything's in here, I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to get the lid back on.
Probably.
So, the next one is going to be the Coquette.
Ooh, the nugget.
The nugget.
Look at this nugget. It literally looks like a nugget.
So this one, I mainly got for the smell, because it sounded like it was going to smell really good. This one. Okay, yep. Good choice. Good choice. So
this is just plastic. This smells like plastic. If you want to know what the Coquette smells like, it smells like plastic.
So I wonder if this one is this isn't a clay piece. It's just a. Sometimes they're clay pieces. So this is just a little biscuit. So we're gonna make it cute. It's apple and berry scented. So this is what it looks like when it's assembled.
That's adorable.
And it's called Coquette Nugget.
What a name. Yep.
Alright,
All
so
right.
this plastic nugget. And this little bow. Okay. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's so thick.
Oh, God. The sacral.
We'll just... I don't know if that will pick up on Restream here, but this is what I wanted. I wanted this... Now, this is a really tough one, and I don't know if it's just... It needs to warm up. I don't know if it needs a little bit more activator, or I don't know if this is the desired consistency.
It's the desired sound.
It smells... It's very light. But I love the slight apple and berry.
Oh my God. I'm dead.
You're dead.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm laughing over the fact that there's just this nugget. That's just a nugget. It's just gonna fall out every moment.
It's gonna burst the nugget.
The nugget is just here to stay, I guess. But yes, this was my dream. Oh, it's so like, here, feel it. It's scritchy. It's...
Oh. Whoa.
That's why I was saying I don't know if it's like as fluffy as it normally is. But it certainly smells great.
Oh, it smells so good.
As we just sniff. So, watching my comfort slime videos for the last several weeks. Oh yeah, now it's starting to warm up more. These are Snow Fizz slimes, and they have this, they have that fake snow that I guess they use on like movie sets and stuff, which is what they mix into the slime to give it this crunchy
Oh,
texture.
yeah, when I did,
This nugget.
that actually, so it's really interesting is that I think what you're talking about is that's what's used in, Foley. Foley sound is the sound that you do after the movie is shot. And that crunch sound, fake snow, they'll have in smaller quantities in the recording studio and have someone step on it at the same rate.
Well, and just this stuff is the stuff that they also put through the machines that snows down and makes that fake snow. Cool. And it's this like fun consistency. It's like paper shreds or something. Are you in love?
I want to live in here.
You want to live?
Like, I want to learn how to live
inside the slime.
In the slime. Make me. I want to have us evolve so that I have slime gills.
So you can swim through
so
the
I can
slime.
swim through the slime.
I see. You know, I won't argue this logic. It sounds so nice. It gets sticky when it gets like spread out. But when it's all together, it's firm. Though it's warming up now, so it's becoming more pliable. All right, last one. This one is a full assembly one. And it wasn't the one that I wanted the most, but of course, like, these slimes go out of stock like crazy quick. It just goes to show you how many of us adults with credit cards are needing. Oh, this is nice and floral. Oh, that's nice. So this is Cherry Blossom Frappe. And I'm going to show myself assembling this because it's going to be really cute. So I think it gets this little guy, which this is a clay piece.
Adorable.
This little clay.
Whipped cream,
which is going to get folded in. And then we have this sticky slime.
You don't say. Heck.
Oh, okay. This one's going to need to be warmed up in my hands, I think, before I can do what I want with it. Because this is like a glaze.
Are these more stuff for it? These little marshmallow looking things?
Yes. You put it on upside down.
I did. Oh no. Oh no.
It's just sticky now. It's fine. It's all glazy. This is so sticky.
I mean, it's living up to its name.
It is. This sticky, sticky slime. It's like gooing everywhere. I can't wait to feel how this one texturally goes together.
Wee!
All right, we're just gonna set this guy over here. You wanna snag a pic of this guy?
Yeah.
So cute. So cute. Adorable. It's all gloopy gloopy. But look how cute.
It's adorable.
So now I'm gonna mash it together. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Heck.
The Snow Fizz again. but this one is scented with the flower smells, and it smells so good. All right. Oh, mush it goes.
Damn,
Oh, that was satisfying.
that looked satisfying.
That was, oh, feel it. This is like a cloud clay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get all these little bits here.
The bits.
The bits. We're super nerds. Super geeks.
Steven Universe geeky.
I would say Steven Universe is pretty geeky. I would
Yeah.
say not many people watch Steven Universe unless they're kind of geeky.
My supervision icebreaker this past week was if you were a main character in like I think a TV show that you watch, but who would you be? And I said Steven Universe.
I mean, you and Steven Universe are very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very similar. I was thinking that actually when I was writing. So we've been working on behind the scenes business stuff for Living Luna lately, and I'm doing our email intro series finally. And I wrote a description about you and your wonder, and I was like, you are like the main hero character in an anime who just everything's amazing and new and full of wonder. Okay, this one's like much wetter than the other snow one because of the other elements.
Interesting.
Hi, Dawn. Yes, we're just having sensory playtime with our inner child. I got these slimes. Steven Universe is a cartoon that was on Cartoon Network. And Steven is this just like loving, adorable character who starts off very naive and then matures and teaches other people how to be more loving.
I feel like that is kind of my character arc. I was very naive, and I'm still naive, and there's moments where my naivete has bitten me in the fucking ass. So now I'm like learning more and can come from a better place of showing people what love is.
Yeah. That's the natural number one gift too, the awe and wonder and love for all beings, because we're all perfectly imperfect. So this one's very satisfying. I'm handing it over to you now.
Yay!
I had to mash it all together.
Ooh.
It smells exactly like flowers,
Oh, it does.
and I'm in love.
But also peaches.
Yeah, it does have a fruity smell. So I'm sure. Oh, this one is bursting free now out of the lid.
It's like calcifer. Calcifer likes to like warp out of it.
he like flares up
Yes.
because he's a little fire. So I love both of these. As I punch my microphone, I'm so sorry. But I love the smell of this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the texture of that one. This one is just so beautiful to look at. This reminds me of like toffee candy
Ooh,
when they're
yeah.
stretching it out.
I love watching those videos too.
They
They have candy shops that they have like TikTok videos of the candy shops and them stretching them out over the
so
like
good.
hook. Ooh.
So yes, sensory plays for everybody. It doesn't have to just be because you're neurodivergent or an actual child. It's for everyone.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing is like I know when I work with parents, they're always like, wait, isn't this every moment's a teaching moment for my like, bro, like take a breath and play with your kid.
Yes. And that's something
That's
we
fun.
need to remember as adults too, is to genuinely love our inner child and give them the space to express and play and just all of that, because again, we've been like so cultured and pulled away from all of that, and it's really done a number on our mental health. It has really disconnected us from ourselves, because the inner child is an essential component of the self.
Yep.
So get your play on. That's why I wanted to live stream this, because it's really just about dropping into the moment and being with an experience. The experience of this slime going everywhere. Oh no, as I get it all over myself.
I mean, I think the thing about play is that since it's been such a thing that society has tried to condition out of us, like, play is a form of resistance. Like, it's an activistic, like, concept, because if you connect with your inner child, and playing, like, you are saying, oh, like, I can pause from the productivity mindset and, like, just be.
I don't have to be productive every moment of every day and making money every moment of every day, or doing a task for someone every moment of every day. Like, yeah, the three big forms of activism that I'm currently leaning into. Of course, I'm a super environmentalist, and that's why I was saying at the beginning, like, these coming in plastic, I'm still like, a little sad about, but I'm gonna figure out how to repurpose they're very different, and this one's so warm now. But environmentalism is important, and we need to figure out our impact and how to reduce our impact. But the three biggest forms of activism that we can all lean into right now is rest, pleasure, and play. And pleasure and play go hand in hand, but
yeah,
they're not always the same thing.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it's like, I don't know, like, I remember hearing about hedonism. Would you say that's different than the activism of pleasure, play, and rest?
Well, that depends. Hedonism is a term that I'm certain has gotten a bad rap, and hedonism is this idea of completely leaning into pleasure and, like, being a glutton for pleasure, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's bad, as long as you're not doing it against anyone's consent or using other people's discomfort as your pleasure or anything like that. I mean, I think that we should lean into whatever gives us pleasure. I'm just admiring right now. Like, this is what I do when I'm doing sensory play of any kind, is try to be as mindful with it as possible. And I'm like seeing the way that the snow stuff kind of glitters in the light.
Oh.
And that's fun. I like to just notice those things. I know that's impossible to see on camera, but
it's kind of like stringy. Like, the warmer it gets stringy.
Yeah, so they say if it gets too liquidy, you can put it back in the fridge, I guess.
Yes.
But this is fun.
Yes.
I'm glad I got these, because I can definitely see myself, like, if I just need a sensory break, just like just putting these on my desk and just pushing my energy into it, and physical movement, somatic play, all of this is super important in us reclaiming our bodies, our energy, all of it.
Yep.
So,
and that can be really uncomfortable too, because, like, there's so much shame and guilt around reconnecting with those senses. Like, we automatically are like, oh, I can't handle going into this space of mindfulness because the mindfulness causes a bunch of feelings about the mindfulness come up. Like,
and then I don't know what to do with my feelings.
Yeah, and most of them are like judgmental feelings, like, you should be doing work. Why aren't you doing work? Or this is boring and I don't know what to do in this boredom. This feels too stagnant for me. Or, what is the purpose? What is the means to the end here?
How is this productive? Yeah. It's kind of what it comes back to. And good night, Dawn.
Hi.
It's just so interesting to unpack, like, how much cultural conditioning has pervaded our ability to connect with ourselves.
Yeah, and then what's wild is, like, I thought that if I played more, I would be
sniff matching the lids here.
If I played more, then I would get less done. But I've noticed that when I use play mindfully, I'm more restored.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that is a huge thing that I used to like relate to therapy clients with, as I would say, because so many of my therapy clients, even like non-gamers, a lot of people have played The Sims.
Yeah.
The Sims is such a popular franchise, which is so funny because it's literally about, living life and shoving these little people into their
Oh my gosh, now I want to watch you play
productive
Sims.
holes. But at any rate, I would connect with them over The Sims, and I'd say, how many times have you played The Sims and like you've gotten 10, 15 minutes in and your eyes are glazed over, you're not there, you're not mindfully playing at all, you're just droned out. And because I've been there, and every single client's like, yeah, I totally just play The Sims and I space out. And I would challenge them. I'd say, like, okay, go and actually mindfully play the game. The moment that you start to feel yourself drifting, or you're like not really enjoying yourself anymore, ask yourself, am I enjoying myself? If not, then why am I still doing this? And if we get out of that active enjoyment and we get into that mindlessness, it's not restorative. It doesn't rejuvenate us because we're not in a state to receive rejuvenation. So being receptive to rest and rejuvenation is probably even more important than the act of rest and rejuvenation in of itself.
Yes, like I remember I do that a lot with clients when I introduce them to the concept of mindfulness, because there are a lot of, whenever I'm like, when I say mindfulness, what do you picture? And they're like, sitting in a garden and meditating for
that sounds beautiful.
That sounds beautiful, but also like for them it's really boring and they're nervous that they're going to do it wrong. So I'm like, you can be mindful literally all the time. Like, you can be doing things and still be mindful. Like, you don't have to do nothing. And also doing nothing is an impossible thing. Everything that's being done is a verb. You're resting. That's doing something.
Yeah.
You're staring at a screen. That's doing something. But if you're not doing something productive, then you're doing nothing, I guess. Wow, that is quite a strange
my
voice.
Childlike wonder on this live here. Just
So
how long can this drip for?
Ooh. It's like reverse cheese.
It's like reverse cheese.
Have you ever seen a cheese stretching competition?
No, that's a thing.
Yeah, like they'll take like a paddle into their like melted cheese, and they'll pull the paddle up a like large measuring cup of measuring tape and see how high the cheese can get.
I see.
It's pretty great. But yeah, so I've been challenging my clients to be like, listen, if you're wanting to zone out or immediately go to your phone when you're like watching a show, that's probably because there's some sort of aspect of discomfort happening about the show. Like, or something happening in the show that you feel like you need to kind of remove yourself from, but it's so automatic. And so it's like, if you're present, you can become aware that that's what you're trying to do. And then you can determine whether it's a boundary, like, do you need to leave to be able to, because like what's happening on screen is actually kind of triggering, and you kind of don't want to sit through it, but yet you're kind of making yourself so you have to go on your phone. You can leave for a little bit.
Well, and I wonder too, like, I see a lot of people that are like, it has nothing to do with comfort or discomfort in the show. It's just boredom. Like, I'm not really connecting with this, so I'm not really present with this. I'm so disconnected from this present moment that I'm just continuing to try and feed information to get a dopamine hit into my system.
Right. And that's the thing, is that the first thing you can go back to being present with is the show. Like, right. Is to be like, what about the show? Like, why am I not paying attention to the details? Why do I not want to? Why do not? And sometimes it might just be the show. Sometimes you might just be low spoons, and so you don't have, especially if it's a new show that you've not seen
I know.
before.
I like can't. I have to have spoons in order to watch a new show.
Yeah.
Like I can't start something new if I'm low resources because I have no tolerance to actually absorb what's in front of me.
Right.
So, oh,
Fart.
now it's oh. I'm trying to get it in there and it's like, no. Nope. That's the fun part about these is like once you've played with them, they like expand. And how do you get them back in their containers? That's the fun part.
Yep.
But yeah, I hope that I had fun doing this because I had fun playing with these slimes, and I'm gonna go probably play with these slimes more.
My hands smell great now. They've been smelling like garlic and ginger the past couple of days.
All the cooking of Indian food you've been doing.
Yep, because they're like, slice the garlic and also grate the garlic and ginger. So I get those on my hands. And I soak in.
But I hope whenever you watch this that you are having a lovely time and that you can let yourself play and rest.
Yeah, and you don't even have to have slimes to play and rest. Like you can literally like I could look at this and feel the texture of this plastic nugget if I wanted to.
Is that going to be you're going to take the nugget home? Oh my gosh, this so doesn't fit in here now. It's hilarious. Trying to cram it in there, but it smells so good. I don't know if that's a candy. I think it could be a gummy.
I'm going to taste it.
Oh no. Ike is about to put something in their mouth live. Does it smell like candy? Or is it like a stress toy?
It doesn't smell like candy.
Okay, so it's just a little squishy toy.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could put it. Ta-da! Yeah, it doesn't smell like candy. I'm not gonna do it because even if it was candy, it would have gelatin in it, and that's not vegan.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give into my teeth like a gummy would. Also, the fact that it has a smile on it is a little sus.
A little sus.
Yeah.
We'll go forth and enjoy, friends. We love you lots.
Yeah.
Bye.